This could be it, folks. This could be the last time we hear this menu theme song playing. I've heard conflicting things about how much time I actually have left. One person said I should probably have about 6 hours left. Other people said I should have like 2 to 3. I've heard that whenever the trial starts, that's another like, 2.5 hours, kind of similar to the other trials, I guess. So I guess we'll see. Oh, and we have our final update on where we're at from the Something Awful thread. We're starting off at approximately October 4th, 2012 on the Something Awful thread, exactly 11 months after the thread opened. So let's do it. I do appreciate that we're already in Deadly Life. And that I don't have to,
Anyway.
Probably at the dorms. Alright, let's go. What page are we on in the, what page are we on in the thread? And out of how many? Also, how's the mix sound? Looks like it should be mostly fine on my end. Mix is good. Alright, so whose door are we gonna knock on? Someone who's still alive. I can't head back yet. I have to talk to Byakuya? He seemed like he'd know what to do.
Hey.
Housekeeping. Okay. Housekeeping again.
Hey.
Someone's got to be in their room, right? Not Celeste. All right, Hina.
Hey.
I have a feeling these are all going to go the same. I guess Hiro's the only other one left alive, right?
Hey.
And then this Hifumi. I probably should have just immediately checked the cafeteria, right? Seems to be where everyone tends to congregate. I don't see any character PNGs. Oh, but the music stopped with, so... And suddenly, we were greeted with... Oh! You good, bro? You again. I can't... Is that an IP address? 103.2.1? I hope that's not my IP address. Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. Not the pregnant Hina ending. Not again.
However.
I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah.
Is that Makoto?
Just take a second. Look at Toko's face. I can't tell what emotion she has going on. Though I'm glad it's Toko and not a Jill.
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
But wait, wasn't he just found guilty? Isn't he a killer?
You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
Aw, that's the sweetest thing you've ever said to me, Byakuya.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Everyone was there. All my friends. And Byakuya and Toko and Hiro. Basically, Hina's my only friend here. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
What's that smell? Oh, also I shit my pants.
What the heck?
Oh, yeah, we were just in the garbage, weren't we? He smells like a wet dog. Toko just rolls up a newspaper and just starts beating Makoto with it. Suddenly, Jill awakens. In a flash, my tears dried up.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in a happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
It's true.
It's related to what we have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Huh? I love that voice line. Just a simple little, huh?
In other words,
We're going to redo Makuro's trial.
How about that?
Makoto killed her, right? Nope.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you.
I see.
What she's saying is it was all the work of the mastermind. You say the mastermind killed Makuro?
That's right.
It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it, aka throwing his life away, diving in front of a bullet, essentially, because he was simping so hard for Kyoko.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die. Oh, did I miss a typo? Hold on. What is it? Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had. Did what he had to stop it. It should be to do to. So they completely just missed a word. Can I request a refund? Hey, at least the game didn't ask me my pronouns, am I right? That's apparently the biggest sin a game can commit.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap? You're not just a dumb piece of shit like we all thought? You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
however,
didn't want to see the pregnant Hina ending again. But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Black End, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Black End is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
Ooh. And the mastermind agreed. Yeah, that's what I was referring to. Was it a Dr. Disrespect? Because I saw that, like, apparently it's not just this one person. Apparently it's like a thing, but it's like, it's really dumb, folks. And it's not even asking you, the player, your pronouns. Isn't it like in the character creation thing? It's asking what your character's pronouns are. It's like, oh no, not more options in a character creator. Just exactly not what we've been asking for years. They had no choice but to agree. Use the TV broadcast to gain all the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you. Kyoko, I don't think would be a good Twitch streamer. She'd be that streamer that no, maybe that would make her the best streamer. She would like ignore the chat and the whole chat would just be trying to get her attention the whole time.
Naturally.
As she's just like speed running or something or just playing really well. When you said now it's the mastermind that's ensnared, that's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm just as dumb as ever, guys. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again. Later. So knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Makuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind. There's more to it than that. Hero would try and fail at hot tub streaming. Hero is a sleep streamer. Who would be the most likely? It would probably be Kyoko. Kyoko would either just be really good at games and ignore the chat, or would make video content that would be like essentially the draw the rest of the owl thing. Like, okay, so here's an instructional video on how to do blank, and then just like does it and says, you just do it. Enjoy. The end. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Huh? Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this whole time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
I hate you.
Who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? Well, apparently Toko dies regardless, right? Because in that future, she was dead. I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible to avoid that outcome.
Anyway,
At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they killed Makuro, and all the school's mysteries, pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe. But this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. And you know, honestly, a mystery that I don't think they particularly solved was about how, like, there's pictures of, like, all the students, like, with each other. I'm not so sure about that. I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. Is that in case one of us is the mastermind? One of people in this room? Hiro being the mastermind would be like the biggest mind-blowing twist ever.
indeed.
Till Monokuma gave us that little hint of his IP address. Here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. The only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable.
So, in other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Makuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have to have set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Makuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene
in
like
other
that.
words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students. Then the mastermind is Sakura. There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. And in Makuro, you get add in Makuro and you get 16.
that's right.
One of those 16 people we start out with, the only ones still alive, are us.
No way!
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility that Monokuma lied, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. They're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. Does Jill count as one of the 16? But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right?
Well... But...
Yeah. Yeah, we would have noticed something if someone was actively... I always thought Monokuma was like AI based, kind of.
I'm right, right?
Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. But it's too like... Monokuma definitely like talked to people in the moment and responded to things. Yeah. $10 o'clock, time for bed. Ooh, is Monokuma gonna be different here? Bzz, bzz, bzz.
This is a school announcement.
Sounds different.
You've all probably figured this out by now, but
Makoto is still
at
alive.
this point, the killing game has
Oh.
now entered true ending mode.
Okay. Pregnant Hina isn't real. It can't hurt me. It wasn't the true ending.
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Oh.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit.
Okay.
Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Also, it's 10 o'clock. Go to bed. How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms. But I'm sleepy. I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
My family.
I can rely only on myself on the Tagami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you.
Goodbye.
After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. He didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream. Or coffee. You're all empty cups. Murada. Bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. I'm just gonna go to bed, I think. Just leave all the investigation off to y'all.
Indeed.
Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
How about that?
I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. With a 20% accuracy. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves?
But,
Well,
I mean,
up till now I haven't been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. If you hadn't been there, I would have died. It's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figure at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. Watch, she actually solves the dang thing. Bye.
Indeed. However,
Don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work
So-
together. That goes for all of us. And we can come back together after we split up and share what we found.
so then,
I have an endless list of things I
Correct.
need to check.
Makoto,
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. I'm going to have to kill somebody by the end of this night. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. Then we can all escape together. Ooh, new music. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Makuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered in other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The headmaster's room, the biolab, the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. And the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. Means the garden and the dojo. Okay, so at least I have a list. Oh, cool. Awesome. Alright. If anyone has any places they want to check out first, let me know. But I think I'm going to start by going to the second floor here. That's the warehouse. Because this is completely new to us. And it's right here. There's just one room. It's just Makuro's room. Yeah, it makes sense. It's just right here. Looks like some battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. How many bombs have we had go off in this game? Men live like this and see no problem with it. Bed's completely torn apart. Nice. Oh. Fancy 406 pulls of the Mono machine, anybody? I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. All right, I guess we're not finishing this game tonight. I have to pull the Mono machine 406 times. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself I can't bring myself to go inside the women's restroom. And there's nothing to check here. Giraffe. This room is filled with lockers. Must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. You know, on one of them I did, I upped how many coins I put in, and I don't think it was worth it to use a whole extra coin. Maybe later when you're down to like one treasure left to get, you just kind of load it up to increase your odds, but it was like, you know, if it gave me an extra like 5% or something, that would be one thing, or 10% for extra coin, but it's like, it's literally like 0.5%. So I was like, you know, I think it's just more viable to just do single coin pulls of the Mono Mono machine. Nice. 407 pulls. Let's go, baby. Can't imagine any way to get this locker open. All right, let's try this one that looks intact. There's a card reader. It's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. No luck. I can at least maybe go and grab everyone else's handbook. Aren't they still in the deposit in the... Because after all, they did state that you are allowed to steal other people's e-handbooks, right? I'm just clicking all the things here, folks. Nope. And another one to try. I'll get vindication someday. Alright, I think there's one more chance. There's a couple of lockers still intact. I gotta even click on all the... Yeah, just for that. Nice! 408. I wish at some point, like, Monokuma would just pop out and be like, you will never open any of these. Okay, we're done. Alright, I'll have to remember to come back there. Giraffe. Looks like we at least get one other room. What is this? A little living room? Has a more adult atmosphere. It's the headmaster's room.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have just one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Let's talk to Kyoko first. She must be thinking about something. Okay. There's a strange gap in the wall.
So...
I can feel a breeze coming out. I think I might know how to open it.
Indeed.
A very easy trick. Yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
It's true.
I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. Giraffe. Password 1234. Kyoko wants some booze. Oh, no, it's not the booze that I click. Leather chair. Nice.
It would seem...
Whoever used it last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it.
However...
There's not much, nothing we don't
In
already
other
know.
words-
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. The group is responsible for the tragedy.
However... Whew.
I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri. The best he could do is... Oh yeah, that's right. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right?
Correct.
The ultimate despair. Think we can assume there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. If we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. If Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. Password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name? I'm sure she hasn't tried it. It's totally understandable. The way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her.
Well,
Also, what's your birthday? If that's not it, it might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
I already know that your guess is wrong. No, it would be first name, birthday. Fuck off. It worked.
why?
Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. I may as well have not even been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. Happy birthday. Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. I want to get a look at this, though. Ah. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it.
Makoto.
No, I asked for something really embarrassing for my birthday last year.
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. The head of John the Baptist?
Anyway,
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Bones. What's in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. That could be the head of John the Baptist.
I see.
I want your skulls. I need your skulls. Okay, now can I look at the picture? Okay. There were bones in there.
Wrong.
It's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. My father.
Correct.
What you found in the box. He always was a bit of a bony guy. You know, they got the bones pretty clean, pretty fast. If it was only like a year. Nice to meet you. I'm your daughter's maybe boyfriend. The same man she's been searching for. She found him.
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. I mean, I guess he was. This killing game began with 16 participants. Oh yeah, the only people to take a single step in here are those 16 students. My dad failed high school over and over and over and over again.
In other words...
Most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's how both things can be true at the same time. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Bones! Picture. I need to talk to Kyoko. Oh. Aww. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Cute kid.
Why would you...
Oh, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... Now I find something like this. Oh, is there anything... I'm trying to tell. I know she wears gloves because of something about her hands. That mystery still hasn't been solved, but I don't see anything, like, weird or wrong, at least in that picture. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl.
Why?
I wanted to face him and tell him myself to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. Now he's abandoned me again. This time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Making me feel pretty good about myself and my abilities as a dad. Gotta say. Headmaster's desk.
Hey.
Feel free to look around as much as you like. Okay. I rummaged through each drawer, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer, it's an e-handbook. Okay, maybe I can go back to the lockers with this.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations. Ooh.
It would seem...
Yes, yes.
I
don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it there.
Hey.
Can I ask you a favor?
So...
It's completely unreasonable to ask you to do that. Wait. Was that another... Oh, okay, no. I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. I thought we had another missing word situation. It'll only inconvenience you that much more, but could you leave?
Correct.
All right, bye.
Just a second.
You told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. You'd only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you're going to say? If so, it's just a theory. Problem can't be solved so easily.
Anyway.
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. I'm gonna do so much fucking investigating right now, Kyoko. Ugh. Bones jump scare. Content warning, Bones. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father, and cleaned his bones, no less. Mastermind's true identity is... yeah, one of the students. Everyone else is dead. Hey, remember that time that, what's his name turned into butter? Even she's undeniably dead. I mean, we still don't know for sure if that was her, right? Like, we never actually identified the body. It could have literally been anybody else's body, right? I mean, we don't know what they did with some of the bodies. That could have been Sayaka's body, for all I know. Okay, let's go see what's in here. I guess we'll just start from left to right again. Let's just give it a try. No, not yours, you idiot. Thank you. What about that emergency handbook I found? And then I opened all the lockers off camera. Locker is totally disorganized. It looks like it might be Hero's stuff. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Is this going to be just everybody's things? Yeah. Picked up one of the notebooks I saw. The moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Yep, it's Hero's. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro Kakagure? Notebook contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes. Oh, yeah. We've seen these pictures, right? We're all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. There's a third thing for me to click. The incense. This is a deck of playing cards. Tarot. Okay. Alright, that's everything. So I'm assuming this one will probably be like... oh. Just a single thing. Some kind of pocketbook. Do it. Looks like a girl's handwriting, and the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Kyoko? My hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. Just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He's willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe. To keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome despair, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. Yep. Oh yeah, that's right. That's weird. Must have been looking for something that could prove me wrong about this whole thing, but when I reached the last page, the question marks spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. Unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There is a second despair. Okay. The more I see, the less sense it makes. Did she have a sister? Okay. Nothing good in there. There's got to be a third. Oh, look, 410 more Monokuma coins. Okay, and then I guess none of these open then. So I guess that's all we need to find in here then. I'm kind of disappointed we didn't just find like everybody's stuff. Okay. I guess let me see if Kyoko is still in here to see if we can show her the notebook. Okay. Okay, so where to next? Ooh, I didn't notice that before. The Eye of... Is that the Eye of Horus? I forget. Eye of Horus, yeah. Got it right. Okay, so where to next? We had... So where else did we have? We had the headmaster's room, the data center, and the bio lab, I believe, right? Any of those sound good to anybody? Just gonna work my way up the stairs. I know we can fast travel, but I'll just give kind of time to think about it. I think they're all mostly up here. Maybe the... No, that's the physics lab. Bio center would be cool. Okay. He reads aloud nervously, knowing that you know stuff about this game. That's the chem lab. I think biolab is up here. Raw. The 2000 scene kid couldn't get the last R to fit on there. To get to say raw. XD. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Because you probably are. Biosamples. Why is it so cold in here? Icicles on the TV. Gun probably doesn't work. A stack of tarps. Oh, are those like, are there bodies in there? Oh my god, I just realized Biocenter would be cool. Fuck off if that was what you meant. I'm upset. Looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Damn, you didn't even have to redeem a dad joke. There you go. Fuck, okay. Oh god, we got actual dad jokes coming in. What is that, 4? 1, 2. Oh my, fuck. Shit. I want to finish the game tonight. Jesus God. All right, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right, I'm gonna... For dramatic effect and so many dad jokes. Why did the woman get fired from the calendar factory? She took a day off. Which award was given to the inventor of knock knock jokes? The Nobel Prize. eBay is so useless. I tried to look up lighters and all they had was 13,749 matches. I just found out I'm colorblind. The diagnosis came completely out of the purple. That sucked. What's the difference between a guitar and a fish? You can't tune a fish. Why are ghosts such bad liars? You can see right through them. This one's so stupid. What do you call a boomerang that won't come back? A stick. Did you know the first French fries weren't actually cooked in France? They were cooked in Greece. That's pretty good. I like that one a lot. That's all of them. You did this. You made me do this. Okay. And yes, I did have this rockin' guitar music going. Thanks for all those redemptions. Also, hi Lynn, how's it going? Let's see. Ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Oh yeah, bodies are happening. Simply insert the cadaver. Just insert your cadaver. And the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. Optimum? Optimal it should be, right? With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. This... I said kind of, out of the blue earlier, like, we don't know if that was even actually Makuro's body, since it couldn't be identified and got blowed up. I said, for all intents and purposes, that could be Sayaka's body or something, right? So we're about to find some missing bodies here, I think. In the unlikely event of a problem... Didn't Sayaka also get stabbed? Because the body here got stabbed all the way through, right? And also, isn't that how Sayaka died? Am I smart? In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. Makoto, it's not just a fridge. You dingus. I thought the stab wound would be added by the big knife later. I mean, it could be, but at the same time, like, you know, you stabbed a stab wound, right? I'm trying to think also a body. Somebody got bonked in the head and died, right? Because I know there's a hit in the head, and I don't remember if that came into play during the trial. Hifumi got bonked, but that body is not Hifumi's. You can tell if that was Hifumi's body. Okay, so there's how many lights? Yes. No, you gotta open the things. Show me bodies. Alright, hold on. How many lights are on? We can count how many have died. Let's see. So that would be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there's one for everybody. So let's count. If there's 9 here. So in order, we had Sayaka, Junko, Leon, what's her name? The trans one. I don't remember her name because I've been calling her alter ego for all this game. Was it Chihiro? Chihiro, yes. And then killed her was Mondo. So that's 5. And then we got Celeste did the murder, but Hifumi died, and also Taka, so that's 8. And then Sakura, so that's 9. And Sakura was a suicide, so there was no. And then there's shit, that's 9 though. You know, I just realized this would have been a lot easier if I just go to the where's my e-handbook? Oh, report card. Duh. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh god. All the lights are on with the 9 students. So that lets me believe that god. And I wish Makoto would just open all these up. Damn it, Makoto. So I'm assuming if the light's on, that means that one isn't empty. But I don't know if we know that for sure yet. Alright, so we got the headmaster's room and the data center. I think I want to go to the data center first. Save the headmaster's room for last. Oh yeah, it was the Monokuma door. Oh, hi.
Hey, Makoto.
I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door. So I figured, if all the doors have been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? I couldn't bring myself to open it. So you open it. It might explode, so you do it. It's okay, one body's already blown up in this case. Let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. He raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Yeah, duck and cover, right? Everything will be okay, right? I threw all my weight into it with the door open much easier than I expected. Yeah, it's a fucking unlocked door, Makoto. What were you expecting? Paw prints. My first impression was...
What the heck?
Every part of this school leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but this place is like #1 gross. It's a whole different league of creepy. Not too many things to look at here. Escape hatch. Some kind of hatch on the floor, but right now I'm concerned about the weird device. Okay. Looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top, though, like some kind of military installation or something. Ifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then that could mean...
Okay.
Let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm going to start pushing buttons. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. I just hit all the buttons. The button that says data center. So is this how the mastermind was summoning Monokuma and stuff?
Yeah.
Monokuma's just gonna be chilling in there like, hey guys. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Hi. Oh, give me all your donuts.
What?
Oh,
Say what?
what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup?
Hello.
I can't really see anything from in here. That hello was really cute though, I gotta say.
Found it.
A self-destruct button.
Too bad.
Yo, this is the second time in like 2 minutes that she just tried to get Makoto blowed up. I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. What you were controlling just now was Monokuma. For real? Alright, Hina's Monokuma. Case closed. I have secondhand proof, right? First-hand proof right here. So that means it's probably none of us, right? Because we've definitely all been around when Monokuma was just like there. Unless, where does that hatch go, though? This control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words...
Hey.
Yeah, maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Uh-huh.
But
The mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here. That means they've been inside the school this whole time. They keep showing us this line over and over again. The only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing began are those 16 students. I don't like that face you're making. Whose idea was it to not move around at nighttime? I wish I remembered that far back, because originally that wasn't one of the regulations, right? Some areas are off limits at night. Sleeping anywhere. Okay, so it was just sleeping. It's not that you couldn't be out at night. Okay. Then never mind then.
so,
Okay.